Hi Facebook. Well, I decided to go live on the weekend. Do you know what day it is for me? On my 30-day live challenge. So while I wait for my friends and others to join in, I wanted to say that this is day 5 for me. And I wanted to invite you into my life, into my home, into my my Saturday. So it's been a beautiful day. I hope it is for you, and welcome. If anyone's watching, do let me know so I know who's live with me. And if you're watching replay, do share what's coming up from you from this this conversation today. So I really wanted to jump in and tell you that I've had a beautiful Saturday. As you can see, I'm in my home. I live in a beautiful complex in a city called Bangalore, south of India. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening, and I was sitting by the pool with a couple of books that I'm reading, and I've committed to read. One of it is The Ultimate Coach, and I'm reading it so that I can read it about myself before I head for this most incredible event on February 25th in Mumbai. So here's where I'm sitting, and I wanted to share that my Saturday has been pretty unhurried, and I think I really love that. I love being unhurried, finding ways to recover my creative side and just do things that I love. So, I finished doing a walk in the evening, and of course my morning which is my most important time of the day. So I wanted to share one simple tool that I use and that I absolutely love, which is a foundation of my creativity that I love to actually use every day of my life. And it is called the morning pages. I don't know if any of you have heard of the morning pages, but it comes from a beautiful course that I did, a 90-day course from the incredible Julia Cameron. And I did the Artist's Way last year in January, the same time. So I think there's a pattern, right? So in January, I like to challenge myself to do something that inspires me, helps me to shift, helps me to expand and stretch like a rubber band. And yes, for those who are watching now, this is day 5 of my 30-day challenge. And I'm going live every day just to share, to become a lot more visible, to invite you to be on this journey, and to share what are some ways that we can continue living the most incredible, courageous 2023. So I just want to share a little bit more about this tool, which is called the morning pages. Now, morning pages is, I prefer to do it in the mornings. I wake up and I give myself, hi Meenakshi, lovely to see you here. So the morning pages are something that keeps me absolutely in the space of putting all my thoughts that I have on paper without caring about what they are. So when I wake up, I have this book that I get down to, and it takes me about 20-25 minutes to write 3 long pages of whatever's on my mind, and I just put down all my thoughts. So it could be my hopes, my dreams, it could be just a venting, and it could be a disappointment, it could be pain. Without overthinking it, I write whatever's in my mind. It just goes straight into the paper. And once I do that, I can't even tell you how it feels. It feels like I've really recovered my day, and I can go ahead and do whatever I can. So this is, it's very interesting because I don't have to go back to the morning pages, but the morning pages really helps me to become intimate with myself, and I share things about myself, my thoughts. Today was very interesting, when I was actually sharing, writing things about what I like, and I was even talking to the universe. During my morning pages today, I decided to also write a letter to my business, and that was so beautiful. So I want to say that it is something that really helps me to transform some of my dreams. So sometimes, the morning pages gives me a nudge. I don't know if you have the habit of journaling, you'll find that after some time you're hearing the same thing again and again. And so sometimes I get these nudges, and it's like an intuition to do something. So they're very I think it's like a spiritual way of really listening to yourself and being comfortable with writing on this paper. And I just think that there's no wrong way of doing the morning pages, and it gets us to the other side. And somebody asked me, why do you do the morning pages? Of course, I think it's a non-negotiable in the course from Julia Cameron to do. That's one of the 2 tools that we use. But the other thing is that it really gets you to the other side. It gets you to the other side of fear, your moods, any negative thoughts, just beyond that critic, that voice that constantly is coming up. And it takes you deep down to that inner voice, that beautiful voice, which, sometimes we don't hear. I find that this particular practice really helps me to be in touch with my inner core, what I truly am, who I'm standing for. So I just want to say that this is something that I would recommend. Try the morning pages, and if you do something similar, or you have something that allows you to tap into your creativity, and a ritual that you have, do share it with all of us. I think it would really help us to get to the other side of fear. So I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. I'm going to go for a little walk before I head up. So I live on the 14th floor of this building, and I just love the spaciousness, and I think it's a really important thing for me to be in the open and in nature. So I hope you're having a super time in nature. And of course, here I go, day 5. Let me know what you're doing on your weekend, and see you soon, and maybe catch you on Sunday morning in my next morning routine. Take care, everyone, and lots of love. Have a fabulous weekend.